Welcome back, everyone, to Season 1, Episode 4 of Random Stupid Shit. This is your host, Ken Snow, and my co-host, Shell. Yeah, how you doing, Shell?
Shell, yeah, it's doing good. Glad to be out of the house. Yes,
Ooh,
yes, been cooped up, been too cold.
Yes, it has
Too
been.
cold.
It's been ridiculously cold. Ridiculous.
Yes, very cold.
I'm sure all them people up in Chicago with their addicted to their electric cars are having a little fun with those bad boys up there.
Yeah, who could have predicted this one coming?
Yeah, who predicted that? But anyway,
Today was the first sunshine in a week and a half.
Yes, and it was actually, the sun felt pretty good, but boy, it was still cold. Still cold.
Yes. Yeah.
So today's
What we got
episode.
going?
So today's episode is all about the strange addictions.
Yeah, there's
Specifically,
some bad ones.
specifically, tell the people about this Tide addiction.
Well, the Tide addiction is, well, they said it started with the Tide Pod Challenge. But from where my research got and everything, the teenagers were like getting high off of it because it's some sort of alcohol mixed with some other chemical. And it's like licking the back of a frog. The people that are brave enough to try this, I think they'll pretty much, I think we need to weed the gene pool out anyway, but they ain't got no sense.
So you're saying these people are going around, they would be equivalent to licking frogs. Well, first of all, I'm not going to go lick no frog.
Me neither. That's what I mean. We're pretty much weeding out the gene pool here, I think. It's every now and then it needs to be done. Survival of the fittest thing.
So on these tides, do they? So you're saying they're an alcohol. I guess they're a chemical base.
A chemical base that's something when it mixes with alcohol that they're supposedly get high off of it.
Are they mixing?
But I just want to know. I guess how they figured this out. I don't know. Somebody was extremely hungry or what. I often think about the guy that figured out. How when they refine oil that they have to burn it at all different temperatures to get diesel or to get gas and everything. How many people blew up trying to figure that exact temperature out? That's what I mean. You need to weed out the gene pool.
Well,
because at least 1,000 people blew up trying to figure out how to.
Well, everything that they figured out in history, somebody had to go, hey, you know what? Just like the oysters. They cracked open that shell, said, damn it, hunk of snot looks good. I think I'll eat that.
Yeah, that's somebody that was starving. And then they finally got full on these things. And then they got enough energy to be horny. So then that's how oysters started. Because then they said, okay, you eat oysters, you get horny.
There you go.
So that's why everybody still eats them. I like an oyster. I can't lie. I'll get a rolled oyster, oysters Rockefeller. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, let me eat this big hunk of snot right here. That
was somebody starving. Yeah, whoever ate a snail first. And what they're doing with snails these days is ridiculous. People are putting that on their face as an anti-wrinkle cream now.
Yes, I do.
You've heard of this?
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Slimy situation. That's worse than Tide.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think people are addicted to it. Like, it makes my skin feel so good.
But do they wash their hands after? Because if you touched a snail, you'd wash your hands. But then if you rub it on your face, do you wash your face after? It's.
I don't know.
I just wouldn't be able to sleep.
I don't think they're washing their hands afterwards. I don't know.
See. That's bad. That's bad. I wonder how many people actually wash their hands after the bathroom. All right.
That could be a whole nother episode right there.
I'm going to start measuring people's soap. I'm going to start measuring people's soap when I go to their houses and see if it's the same a week later.
That's what we'll do. We'll have another episode called Bathroom Etiquette. Yeah.
There you go. I got some good ones.
So some of the strange addictions that I looked up, of course, the eating of the pods, Tide Pods, and then you got eating dirt or chalk, known as pica.
Yeah, that's usually something's wrong. Your body's craving something, like a deer to a salt lick or something,
And then they got addiction to shopping, known as onomania. I think I know somebody who has onomania. I'm not sure. I think I know someone's got
think
that.
they're giving it to me. Something about getting a bargain when you don't need it at all. Even my fortune cookie the other night said, just because it's on sale don't mean you need it.
Yeah, it reminds me of the guy who comes home with a bag of cat food. Well, we don't have a cat, but it was on sale.
Well, that's a little ridiculous. Yeah, there's people addicted to everything. Now, the weird addictions, though, did you see where, like, one lady eats rocks? She sits and chews on them and chew. What are her teeth made out of? How do you chew a rock? I get ice. I did that as a kid. I wouldn't try it now, but
it's called PICA condition,
rocks.
Compulsive eating disorder.
Yeah, because the one lady took a roll of toilet paper even to the movies to sit there munch on it.
You know what? I think I've seen people do that where they sit there and they eat toilet paper.
I wonder if you shit cotton balls. What do you think? Dingleberries. You probably wouldn't even have to wipe after you shit toilet paper, right?
Yeah, well, no, I guess not. I'm not really sure. I don't know. It would just come out all clean. I'm not really sure.
Especially if you had snail. No.
It would just slide right on out. That's for sure.
Yeah. To see how that works on the wrinkles of a butt. Yeah. All right. So what was the weirdest addiction you found?
I think probably the weirdest addiction was the people that are addicted to, I don't even know how to explain it. They're addicted to inanimate objects to the point where the story was this lady was married to this carnival ride.
Yes.
And
Bruce.
and his name was Bruce. So my thought was, Bruce doesn't talk back. You don't ever have to worry about Bruce, talking
never
back.
Complains.
Yeah, never complain.
Never complains.
Never complains.
Ain't got no stupid friends.
Doesn't talk back. Ain't got no stupid friends. Doesn't hog the television.
Yeah, always nagging. Yeah. No, that was just weird. I seen that one. And she's like, his name is Bruce. And when I get to go on the inside and look at his motor, she was legitimate. And there was a man that his car, he felt that same way about his car. And then there was a guy that felt this way about a blow up pull toy that was a whale. He was really in love with it. Weeding out the gene pool. They don't need to breeding with semi Bigfoots, aliens, slant eyed lizard people, square shitters. Right? I just don't understand it. Then you've got your people that are addicted to farm animals.
Addicted to farm animals?
Farm animals, yes.
What?
Yes.
How are
so
they?
Where they're so used to doing it out in the country that when they get their girlfriends and their friends, they don't go to like the bonfire. They go to the barn and they all do it. It's it's crazy. It's crazy. I told you my phone just instantly goes dark now. So there's an underbelly.
Wow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the internet is a good thing, because the internet really, it brings out some stuff that makes you go, wow.
Stuff that used to people would hide in shame, that now they feel proud of this, that they think everything is acceptable. No, not everything is acceptable. I'm sorry. Some things just, I don't know. There has to be, I don't want to say the word normal, but there needs to be some kind of rules there to where, I told you that I just spilled a whole cup of coffee on my notebook. This ain't good. It was like the family tree is a cactus, because y'all a bunch of pricks.
Family tree is a cactus. Yeah. Y'all a bunch of pricks.
A bunch of pricks, yeah. No, I don't think these people are right. I really don't. I mean, I know I'm not one to judge because I'm not right, but I got some shame. There's stuff that I won't do. And I've got intelligence, so there's stuff I won't eat. And I don't want to love something that wouldn't love me back. I don't see how they're getting anything back. Or they just, because of the internet, just so to theirself. Was this a problem in the 1800s, people marrying trees? I don't think so.
Well, that kind of goes into the same thing as the people that identify as cats.
Yeah, it's one man in over Taiwan, Japan, China, something. He spent like $25,000 on a dog costume to make him look like a collie.
Yeah.
You know, like Lassie.
Yeah.
And he don't, but they keep entertaining him. You know, he's got enough money to pay somebody to say, "Yeah, you look like a dog."
Well, they
see, it's better he's not breeding.
They had that lady that went to the school board dressed as a cat. Well, I mean, she was trying to prove a point to the school
she
board,
was proving a point,
but it was still kind of funny.
Yeah, I seen that. And she's like, "Yes, I identify as a cat. You have to accept this if you're accepting all this other." Yeah, I see that one too. See, she's got shame and intelligence. She reversed it on them, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't do that." Yeah, there's some crazy people out there. So, what else did you find on it? How about Tide not being able to keep it on the shelf now because everybody's stealing it to pay for drugs?
Everybody's stealing the Tide Pods. They got it locked up. You got to go up to the front.
No, not just Tide. Any kind of Tide, liquid Tide, any kind of Tide. You get at least $10 for every bottle or every box you get. Yeah, it's a lucrative drug trade. Google stolen Tide.
Well, Tide has become a street currency with 150-ounce bottles going for either $5 cash or $10 worth of weed or crack.
Yeah. So that's why they can't keep it on the shelves
on certain corners, it's called liquid gold.
Yeah. But what are the drug dealers doing with it? See, and that's where I went to search to see what are the drug dealers doing with it, because they're finding these stash houses that's got 2,000 bottles of Tide and a bunch of drugs and $20 million. What are they doing with this Tide? Can they transport the drug in the Tide? Are the people eating the Tide? Do they make the crack out of some of this poison that they're doing? Are they making it out of Tide? What's the story there? I can't find that. Can't find where the Tide's going once it hits the drug dealer. I mean, do they all have really nice clothes and they wash a lot?
According to the New York Magazine, it says, "What did the thieves want with so much laundry soap?" And it said, I guess they were bragging. It turned out that the detergent was being used as an ingredient in some new recipe for getting high, but instead to buy drugs themselves.
Yes. But the drug dealer that's accepting this, it's heavier to carry around a jug of Tide than it is a $5 bill. Why are they accepting this? And what are they doing with it? Are they just reselling it? It seems like that ain't as lucrative as a drug dealer. But why would they get into selling Tide? They're doing something with this Tide, and you can't find that nowhere. Trying to talk to Gerardo, but he ain't taking my calls no more. He got pissed. It's all about that vault. He just ain't getting over it. Hello?
It says the natural, fresh, and clean smell is stimulating and creates an instantaneous mood of being happy.
Drug dealers are usually happy people.
So
they don't give a shit about nothing.
So are they smelling it? Or?
I don't know what they're doing. You can't find out what the drug dealer does. Once he buys it from the addict, what the drug dealer does with the Tide. That's what I mean. Is it that they can move drugs with the Tide because dogs can't smell it through the Tide? Is that what it is? Or are they actually using it to make the drugs?
For the most active thieves, stolen Tide has in some ways become more lucrative than the drugs it's traded for. It's the new dope. You can get richer and have less chance of doing jail time.
Well, there you go. Everybody needs Tide. I mean, I use Tide, and I've never even really tried anything else just because my mom used Tide. You know, why change? What is Tide? Are we getting something? Is it seeping through our skin, through our clothes? No telling. They say we already got so much plastic in us from just drinking like water, out of water bottles and stuff. Scary, 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 scary.
So what they're doing is these drug addicts are going and stealing the Tide.
Yes.
Then they're taking it to wherever, a corner or whatever.
Joe Shit the rag man that sells dope in the corner.
Right.
Joe Shit the rag man.
So
yes.
He's taking it, and then he's turning around and taking it and selling it to barbershops, nail salons, places like that need it.
Yeah.
So it's really become currency is what it is.
Well, yeah, because, you're going to spend $20 for a bottle of Tide at the store. So if the drug dealer's getting it for $5 and then he turns around and sells it for $10, he's doubling his money and he don't get in trouble for running around with Tide. Unless you get caught with a whole bunch of bottles because they're realizing because they can't keep Tide on the shelf in these bigger towns.
So,
like in New York City and LA, you cannot find Tide on the shelves, they were saying.
So what it comes down to is the retailer, a store that charges $19.99 for a 150-ounce bottle, claimed $2 in profit. But if he buys a stolen bottle for $5, now he's got a $15 profit.
Yep.
So they're stealing it from one store, taking it to another store, selling it to the guy at the other store for $5. He's putting it on his shelf, and he's selling it for the normal price, $20. He's making a $15 profit. So the drug addict gets $5 for nothing. He stole the Tide.
Well, no, he's the one that actually did the most leg work, I think, probably.
Right. So what he's doing is he's going in and he's stealing the Tide. He's getting $5. Or he's stealing the Tide. He's taking it over here. He's getting $5. He's taking that $5 and he's buying drugs with it. Well, the store is turning around and taking that bottle that they just paid $5 for, and they're turning around and selling it for $20. They're making $15.
Yeah. But this is in a lot of those cities that, these people can go in there and grab it and walk out. Nobody's going to chase them. We try to do that here. We're getting chased.
Some stores might not recognize that these goods are stolen, but others don't really care.
Yeah.
There are stores that don't ask questions about where the goods originated. Plenty are just looking to fill their shelves.
Well, a lot of them do that. A lot of your bodegas and all that do that with the infant formula and stuff like that. The more expensive things, they do buy those off of the black market. That and diapers, very lucrative. So now Tide's right up there with it. I went to Walmart last week. They got now the underwear locked up. Yes, the underwear. $5 underwear are locked up.
In Maryland, if the total is less than $1,000, the crime is a misdemeanor. Above that threshold, it becomes a felony, and a perpetrator faces the possibility of years behind bars. After the team busted one area shop owner for taking in stolen Tide, the perpetrator struck a deal for a $250 fine and a form of probation, then turned around and raised the price of his store charge for Tide by $3.
Yeah. Black market, it used to be real big with, I think they kind of crushed down on that, but you used to be able to get untaxed cigarettes without the tax stamp on it. That's pretty much out of the question now. I don't think you can find them anywhere anymore. Very few.
They ran a sting operation, and a guy came out with a empty bag of small wad of money in his pocket. He was offered $30, a pittance by the standards of the Tide trade. That's true crackhead price right there.
Right. Yeah. Say you ain't got no money. Go to your mama's house and get the Tide.
Wow.
I'll borrow you some laundry detergent.
Yeah, the thing about it is if you go in and you steal something, you can get real serious jail time and stuff. But if you go in and shoplift, it's minor. It's a smack on the hand, whatever. So what they're doing, it really
got these big old mobs that go in there now and just clear a store out.
It kind of makes sense if you think about it. We'll just go in here and we'll steal these bottles of Tide. We'll take them and sell them. it's $5 in our pocket. We hit these stores a few times, and then we take them over to the other stores and sell them. They make a profit. We make a profit. We get our drugs. Man, what a deal.
Yeah. Well, what made me look into the Tide thing is about a month ago, I was at a dollar store and I was paying, and the alarm goes off, and she's like, "Oh, them guys just took off out the back door." And I had noticed them in the back. They had two carts full of laundry detergent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they straight up just ran out, the crackheads. They just straight up ran out the back with it and loaded it in the car and took off, knowing they're on camera. And she said they won't do nothing to them. They won't do nothing to them.
Right.
That right there is why they're doing it.
Yeah, because it's something it's they can easily get away with it.
Yeah, and no consequences. There has to be consequences to stuff, I kept a lot of people out of trouble at school when they knew that they could whip your ass. It didn't help me any, but I know it kept my sisters out of trouble. They were scared to get a whooping. Has to be deterrence.
That's funny.
And people that love trees, go ahead, love your tree. We'll be over here with life.
They were saying that some stores were losing $10,000 to $15,000 a month.
Yeah. That's why the prices have gone up so much. They said Target lost like $3 billion, probably more than that last year from just that, from the shoplifting. Now, Walmart, people think they're getting by with these self-checkouts and stealing like 1 or 2 items for $5. But Walmart is keeping a receipt of all of these, and they know who you are when you're up there paying. They know. And that once you hit that $1,000 thing, they keep track of how much you've stolen, and once you hit that $1,000, they press charges. They're keeping charge, and then they're just show up at your house one night. Well, you reach that mark, you've got a felony.
Crazy stuff.
I just never had the nerve for that. I ain't going to hell for $5. No. Well, $1 million or less, I'm not going to steal. It's got to be $1 million, and I don't have to run because I don't think I could anymore.
It's got to be something worth it, as for sure.
Exactly, yeah. Just in case, I ain't going to hell for that. Nope.
All right. So, what other kind of strange addictions? What else you got?
Well, there's the whole porn addiction, but last week, I just needed to keep light this week. It was just really disturbing for me last week.
Yeah.
My phone. It was funny, though. It was some funny shit.
Yeah, you're being tracked by the government anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I know. For my intelligence, my insight.
The government's got the strange addiction to watching everybody. So.
They do. More than we know.
More than we know. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, then there's the people that I guess think their husband is an octopus, is an addiction. is a Chrysalian. Remember those people? Those people were called Chrysalians. Remember that? Okay.
The squid people. Hey,
I just want you to know, my old man seen my phone. He judged me.
You get used to the 7 eyes after a while. It's okay.
No, there's no way.
You get used to it.
There's no way.
Yeah, you do. You get used to it.
There are going to be little spider fuckers out there next. Nope. Can't do that. It's hard. Well, there's people that love rocks. Okay. I enjoy rocks. I always look at rocks. I think rocks are beautiful. But these people love rocks. Like the one girl loved Bruce the Machine.
Yeah.
There's people, what do they call that when you got to, rocks get you moist. What did they call that when you're attracted to rocks?
Bruce, baby.
Bruce.
Bruce.
My rock's name is Steve. Steve, my rock. And Steve, he's my rock.
Bruce, I love you.
See, she didn't need to breed. When you seen her, didn't you think, she don't need to be breeding? Weeding out the gene pool. She don't need to be embarrassed, but her parents do.
That was called Pica. Remember Pica?
Pica.
Yeah,
Pica. It kind of sounds like what you put on your taco salad.
Pico, huh? Pico. Yeah, it's all the same,
If that messed up in a foreign country, what would show up?
Hey, my taco was a little hard. Oh, we put pico on there, not pico.
We thought you loved Bruce.
We thought she loved Bruce.
Bruce, no, Bruce.
We thought Bruce was the
What'd you
guy.
do?
We thought he was your guy. Come on.
He's a man. Did you kill him? Yes, we cooked Bruce. Bruce is now a train track. Yeah, there's people that love trains too, that marry trains.
Well, didn't Bruce's wife, didn't she used to be married to a plane? Said it didn't work out.
Yeah, but they didn't get along. I don't think she could afford his tickets.
I'm wondering, what did he do to, the reason why they couldn't get along? I don't get it.
I don't know. There's something about carnival rides, though. I don't know if you know this about me, but when I was 13, I fell in love with the carny. And I thought that was the life.
The ride?
I was going to run away. I was going to run away. Just the whole life of it. The carnival rides, the carnies with their blowed back long hair down to their waist. Yeah. Yeah. Thought I was in love. Ran away with the carnival. Well, I don't love the carnival no more.
Oh, damn. Well, so
at 13, I seen the light. Went back to school. I've always seen shapes in them, I guess. And I did this as a kid, so I hadn't done no drugs or nothing at that time, other than, dentist gas, the laughing gas. Had quite a bit of that when I was young. And then that mosquito spray they used to spray and let the kids run and play in. Yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I've always liked rocks, but like how people look at clouds and see things, how somebody can see a face and everything. I see faces in just about every rock, but I don't get moist with the rocks. I can definitely say that one. That ain't happened yet. I love plants and trees, and I don't want to marry them. I don't want to marry nothing. So, been there, done that. Anybody that does that more than once is stupid, probably. Ain't got too much sense.
Do you think people could be addicted to being married?
Oh, yeah. Look at Erica Kane on All My Children. She was married 14 times. Me and my sister was trying to go through and name her last name, and we couldn't get through all of them because sometimes she married a brother, and then the other time she remarried the same one. So it was like the same Jackson. But it wasn't the same Jackson. So, yeah. But look, Elizabeth Taylor, some people are just in love with that feeling of in love, the new part of it, when they're romancing you, they're wooing you, when, yes, I'd love to do this. And then once they got you, no, they don't want to do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. Once they woo you. So that's why you got to get your stipulations in early.
You got to get it done quick.
Me and my old man's on like a fishing license things. We renew it every year on our anniversary, and we put in things we want to change for that year. It's been working out good so far.
It's been working out good so far, huh?
Yeah.
Fishing
if not,
license.
I'll check Bruce out.
Fishing license, huh?
Yeah, we renew it. We renew it every year.
Well,
we got it written down. Check the square, yes or no.
I want another fishing license. I haven't been fishing in years, but that's okay. One more year.
Yeah, we're going to renew another year. I'll stay. All right. Got that security, you got another year anyway.
All right, Shell, how about you giving us that joke of the day?
Oh, here you go. This one goes with the weather we're having. Why was the snowman smiling?
Why was the snowman smiling?
Because he seen the snow blower coming down the street.
Woo! The snowblower's coming to town.
This was just funny. What does a deaf gynecologist do?
What does a deaf gynecologist do?
He reads lips.
Woo! Reading the lips.
That's all I got.
That's all she's got for today. So that'll be all for today's show. Want to thank everybody for listening in on us. Don't forget to subscribe. We got to get this follow base up and spread the word. Let everybody know, hey, these are some stupid shit. This is definitely 20 or 30 minutes that you just won't get back.
Yeah, but look how much more you know.
Well, next week, we're not going to tell them what we're going to talk about next week. It might be bathroom etiquette. It might be something else. We definitely going to have a conversation about bathroom etiquette, though.
Yes, we definitely need to do that.
Yes, we definitely need to do
there's that. Some people that need to be schooled on this situation.
That's right.
You do you. Stay warm.
Yes, that's right. You do you, we'll do us, and we'll see you next time on Random Stupid Shit.